Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss some of the questions that were asked from phonology section in UGC NET examination. Question number first is the articulation of sh sound in the English word shoe is an example of. The correct option is anticipatory co-articulation. Anticipatory co-articulation means a feature of a sound is anticipated during the production of preceding sound. For example, we have this word shoe. In this word, the sh sound is post-alveolar fricative, and the u is the back vowel rounded sound. Because the u is rounded sound, so during the production of sh sound, our lips become rounded so as to pronounce the u sound smoothly. It means some of the features of this u sound are reflected in this sh sound. This process in which some of the features of the following sound are reflected in the preceding sound is called anticipatory co-articulation. So the correct option is second. The concept of double articulation was given by Henri Martinet in 1908. According to this concept, speech can be analyzed at two levels. The first level is the word level or the morpheme level, that is the meaningful unit of language. And the language can be analyzed at this level, and this constitutes the first articulation. And then the language can be analyzed at the meaningless sound units, that is phonemes, which constitute the second articulation. And this concept is sometimes called duality of structure of a language. Primary articulation means during the production of certain sounds, some articulation receives more prominence than the other. So the former is called primary articulation and the latter is called secondary articulation. For example, the word shoe, in this word, the sh sound is post-alveolar fricative. It is primary articulation. But because it is followed by a rounded vowel, so this sh sound also go through lip rounding. That lip rounding is the secondary articulation, and the post-alveolar fricative features are its primary articulation. Perseveration co-articulation is the opposite of anticipatory co-articulation, where the features of the preceding sound is reflected in the following sound. Moving on to the question number second. Statement first. In lexical phonology, lexicon has a productive role. It consists of some order levels in which certain phonological and morphological processes take place. The statement number first is correct because we know in lexical phonology the focus is on the relation between the morphological structure of a word and the ways phonological rules apply to them. And the lexicon plays the central role. The main idea is that much of the phonology operates together with word formation rules in a cyclic fashion to define the class of lexical items in a language. So the statement number first is correct. The statement number second, lexical phonology accounts for the interaction of morphological and syntactic operations. The statement number second is wrong. We know that lexical phonology accounts for the interaction of morphological and phonological rules, not the syntactic operations. There are some post-lexical rules which define the syntactic operations, but the main theme of lexical phonology revolves around the phonological and morphological operations. So statement number first is true and statement number second is false. Moving on to the question number third. Question number third says the larynx is composed of one cartilage, two cartilage, three or four cartilage. The correct option is three cartilage. The larynx has major three cartilages: epiglottis, thyroid, and cricoids. Moving on to the question number 4. Match the following. Phoneme. Phoneme is always in parallel distribution. Two sounds are in parallel distribution if both the sounds can occur in the same structural slot and change the meaning. For example, in English we have consonant clusters s, p and s, k. So p and k can occur after s sound, as in words spin and sicken. So this is a structural slot where both of these two sounds can occur. So both of these two sounds are phonemes because they can occur in the same structural slot and hence change the meaning of the word from spin to sicken. This occurring in the same structural slot and changing the meaning of a word is also called minimal pairs. Okay, phonation. Phonation is related to voice. Phonation means voicing by vocal folds in larynx due to the pressure of air during the production of a sound. Another one is allophone. Allophone is related to complementary distribution. Two sounds are in complementary distribution if both can't occur in the same environment. So allophones are always in complementary distribution. We know the allophones of p phoneme are aspirated p sound and the unaspirated p sound. The p sound, the aspirated p sound occurs at the beginning of a word or stressed syllable, and the unaspirated p sound, it occurs within a word or consonant cluster or at the non-stressed position. So both of the allophones cannot change their environment because they are in complementary distribution. Last one is implosive. So implosive is related to the air stream mechanism. It is the pulmonic air stream mechanism that we use during the production of implosive sounds. Moving on to the question number 5. Select the correct sequence from smaller to large unit. The correct option is option number 3. Syllable, prosodic, word and foot. A syllable is a sound segment that consists of either vowel alone or a vowel with one or more than one consonants. For example, we have the word about. It has two syllables. The first one is the Shiva sound, is a vowel sound and occurs alone, and the another one is the bout with vowel, diphthong and the consonants. Then comes the prosodic. The prosodic features that we use in the word, for example, the stress pattern. In this word about, we use stress on the bout syllable. So it is on the basis of this stress pattern that we decide which syllable is weak and which syllable is strong. And when we complete these two features, a new entity comes into existence. That is a word. About, it is a word now. And then comes foot. A foot is used to describe the rhythm in a language. It is a combination of stressed and unstressed syllable throughout the speech to produce a rhythm in a language. So, foot is something which is beyond words. It is a suprasegmental feature which occurs in connected speech. Moving on to the question number 6. The question number 6 says the propounder of practical phonemics is, of course, it is K.L. Pike, and the concept of practical phonemics is discussed in detail in his work Problems in Phonemic Analysis.